Hi, welcome to the Improved Garage YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button. So today I just got some more Tekton tools. I'm going to be unboxing those and I'm going to talk through, I've started selling a couple of the snap-on tools that I had on eBay and what that's looked like, and just kind of talk a little bit about the Tekton stuff and show you some of it. I will say, FedEx sucks. It used to be that USPS sucked, but FedEx really sucks. I ordered 4 boxes on the same day, 4 packages on the same day, shipped from the same company on the same day from the same address. I received one yesterday, Thursday. I'm receiving 2 of them today, and 1 of them I'm receiving on Monday. 4 packages from the same place. Well, this could be a challenge. So, this one here is all of my half drive, and this is an impact set. So what I decided to do, historically I've had the chrome sockets, so I have a short chrome 19 and I have a long chrome 19 in a 1/2-inch drive. And most of the time I don't use the 1/2-inch drive because it's big and it's a 1/2-inch ratchet and you know, all of that stuff. So I'm usually using the 3/8 half, or the 3/8 19 millimeter, for example. And a lot of my bigger stuff with 1/2-inch, I've got impact sockets. So like this is a 27 millimeter, it's a Pittsburgh, you know, socket from Harbor Freight. And what I found is, if I'm pulling out 1/2-inch, it's because I want to use my impact gun. So I decided, instead of ordering deep chrome sockets, I would just order impact sockets in 1/2-inch deep, because either I'm going to use my 3/8 or I'm going to use my impact, and there really isn't a reason to be using a 1/2-inch ratchet. So anyway, so here's the set. This is from 8 millimeter to 38 millimeter. So it's obviously a huge range. Everything in between 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 through 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. A lot of these I don't even own. I've never needed them. I don't own them, but there are pieces in between that I do own. Like, you know, I have all the way to 21, and 21 is a popular lug socket. And then like I have a 23. I don't have a 22, but I have a 23 because a 23 takes out the oil drain plug in the Mazda. You know, they're just, I own like a 31 or a 32 because of a Honda Prelude bolt on a hub or something like that. I can't remember what it's for. But there's a bunch of oddball sizes that I happen to have here and there that Of just needed over the years. So I think that this is a pretty nice set. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to organize this. I ordered a couple of the standing trays to put them on, so we'll try to figure that out and see what it's gonna look like in our box. But I intend to replace my chrome deep snap-on sockets with these, and I could still obviously use these with a ratchet. There's no reason why not, but I just didn't see a reason to own the chrome deep. I can use the 3/8 chrome, or I can use my impact. So here is the last box for today, and this one has a bunch of stuff in it. So, and my 4th pack is just one single socket. It's a 12 millimeter 12-point impact socket that we need for the head bolts on the Miata. So we've got a couple trays. So this is a 1/4-inch tray, this is a 3/8 tray, one black, one red. Pull everything out of this box and then we'll get the box out of the way. And the packaging is pretty good. And as you can see, there isn't a lot of space in the boxes. A lot of things are double packed. I didn't receive anything broken, which is good. So what I ordered, Tekton does this thing where if you buy 5 organization pieces, you get discounts on all of them. So I got a 1/4 black, I got a 3/8 red, and then I got 1/2 and 3/8 in gray with a double tray. I'm going to end up needing more of this stuff. I'm just not sure what yet until I start playing with it. This tray has like, you slide this and you can pull it out, which seems pretty cool. And then these are interchangeable, so I can take a 1/2 off and I can put it on, you know, a different tray, and I could mix and match. All of these are the same, these are the same, and these trays are the same, and they all work together. And they make these in 3 different lengths. They have a 13-inch, an 18-inch, and a 8-inch, I think it was. And they make these trays in 2 wide and 3 wide in 13-inch and 18-inch. So you can kind of mix and match and figure out what you want to do. So I just ordered a bunch of these, and I'm going to use some for the impact sockets. I'm going to use some for like some of the specialty stuff that I have that's just kind of mixed, like these, you know, these adapters, for example, or you know, my sockets for spark plugs or whatever. So, you know, I can take one of these 1/4s and I can take like a 3/8 off of this one and I can move it over to that one, and we can do that quick. So we can put that on there, and now I've got, you know, 3/8. So my thought is that I'm going to have one of these trays that's like a bunch of specialty sockets, that'll have like my you know, my O2 sensor removal socket, my adapters, my wheel removal sockets, and my lugs, which have like the plastic coatings on them, because they're all like 3 or 4 or 5 sockets that are designed for one particular thing, and they don't really need to be their own tray. They can just kind of all be together and be in the same organization as everybody else. So I'll play around with that. I just got, like I said, a pile of organizational stuff, so that I can, you know, just kind of mix and match and figure out what I want. And I know that I'm going to end up needing more parts than what I have here. So then inside these boxes, these are socket sets. So this is the metric 3/8 socket set, which comes with both shallow and deep sockets. It comes with a tray, and these sets are from 6mm to 24mm. They make a couple different variations. That was the one that I chose. I will say one thing that's kind of weird about Tekton is like they sell like a 6 to 24, and then they sell like a 27 through 38, but they don't have like a 25 through 38. So like it's if you don't buy everything completely up front, it seems like it's easy to end up with a gap. But you know, the value is tremendous. So let's talk about that really quick. Okay, so I sold a set of snap-on sockets on eBay. 1 row of snap-on sockets, and I'll post a picture. It was from an 8mm to a 19mm, so roughly this section of the sockets. And that, after fees, I received $118.30. That's after fees, after shipping, after all is said and done. That is how much money actually went into my bank account. And this entire set, as it sits on this tray, from, this is a 6mm all the way to a 24mm. So there's more on both sides. I got 6 and 7 here, and I got 20 through 24 on this side. This entire set together cost me $89. So it's double the sockets, it's more in both sides, and it was less expensive than 1 single row, which means that when I go to sell this row of 3/8 drive, which again is 8 to 19 millimeter. When I sell this, and this pulls, you know, we'll say like $150 because the deep ones are a little bit more expensive, that money ends up being gravy. Like it's just extra. So I will make money in this. Now I'm ending up, the argument could be made that I'm ending up with a lesser product, but I really don't think, I don't know. It's hard to see a huge difference between the two of them. I haven't had a ton of experience with the Tekton sockets yet, but I do have one small set that I played with. I had their torque wrenches beforehand, and I've been very happy with them. I think that they work really well. And, you know, truly, my gripe has always been with socket sets, breaking sockets. You know, you break like a 12 millimeter on a head bolt or something like that on a Honda. I've done that before with Craftsman sockets, and that was when I went to Snap-on in the first place, when I was breaking Craftsman sockets all the time. And really, you know, it's more I'm using the wrong tool for the job. I should be using the impact sockets that are rated for more power and more pressure, and you know, be using those for the heavier things. So now I have some impact sockets. I have a full set. There's really no excuse. If I'm breaking sockets, it's probably because I'm misusing the tools, or there's a defect, which may happen from time to time. But I mean, they look really good. So far I'm pretty happy with that. So these are the 3/8. It's obviously a nice complete set. They come on this tray. I did order this. These are like some adapters and stuff. You know, again, oddball sockets. So that's a 3/4 inch drive adapter, which I only really need that for one socket. This is a 3/8 to drive like a normal Phillips bit, a 1/4 inch Phillips bit. This is a 1/4 to drive that as well. And then these are socket labels for the trays. So they have labels specifically for these trays, and I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work out, so I have to figure that piece out. There's still some, but these are free. If you purchase anything, they'll give you these for free, so I added 3 of them to my cart. They were free. This so these are 1/4 inch. I haven't sold my quarters yet, but because I wanted to see how these were before I have 30 days to return them if I didn't like something. So I wanted to see how they were before I sold a lot. But so here we have the 1/4 inch drive, and these go from 4 millimeter all the way up to 15. So there's 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, and then full sizes 6 through 15. In both shallow and deep, 1/4 drive. And these again seem really nice. And they're not, you know, let's compare them to like my Snap-on socket. So this is my Snap-on set. I have 5 through 15, so I don't have the 4 and 4.5. And if we look at like, I'll just grab a, you know, a 10 mil. So here's a 10, that's a 10. So the overall size of the socket is the same, like the walls aren't thicker or thinner. The base on the Snap-on is a little tinier because it's got this indented part where the logos are. But yeah, I think that they're, I think they seem really nice. And when we look at, you know, something like a 5 mil and we compare that to this 5 mil, it's kind of the same thing. The shaft is the same. The bell is a little bit higher on the Tekton before it starts to slim down, so the Snap-on is slightly slimmer, but I don't think that is going to matter in many use cases. So yeah, I think you know, I think overall I'm pretty happy with it all. I'm going to play around with some drawer organization and, you know, messing around with some sockets and rows of sockets and coming up with something that is going to fit. I'm definitely going to have to order another one of these with half tips on them, so that I can deal with that impact socket set at some point, because I don't have enough right there to do that. So I'm probably going to need to order 2 more of these and a tray just for those. But I wanted to mess around, figure out exactly what I need so that I can order stuff. They'll allow you to return things, but they charge $5 for a return label. So, you know, if you end up with like a bunch of these things that are like $4 or $5, tiny things, and you need to return a couple of them, like some of it just might make more sense to keep it than return it. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll show the finished result once I have this all done.